fact, another one's popped up in the chat box. Do you have any advice about the use of arms in sprinting, where some people, you can see low arms, or whatever. What would you say about sprinting arms?
Yeah, I know what they're talking about, Megan. Yes, I know exactly. So we've got this real culture now. I'm going to try and show you on my screen where the athletes are running like this. So I call them drummer boy. Because they're not actually using the shoulder to punch the elbow back. The action's coming from the elbow. And my husband likes to call this the PlayStation generation. I'm not sure if that's what's caused the issue, but they don't have this nice range of motion through the shoulder girdle. And the other thing that could be happening there too is that you've got your anterior deltoid and your pectoral group here pulling the shoulders down. So the capacity to actually get that back into the position where you get a really nice arm drive is difficult. So two things to look at. If you've got the arms swaying all over the place, you can do a simple drill where you get the athletes to sit down. I think it's on my website actually. Get the athletes to sit down, elbows, and what I do is I give the athletes a stick in both hands. So you can use relay battens, is what I normally use, but if you don't have relay battens, just find 2 sticks that are lying on the ground under a tree, put them in their hands. Because the body has preservation built in. They're not going to jab themselves in the eye with a stick. So if you put 2 long sticks in their arm, you get them to drive, the arm is going to come into this position because they want the stick moving away from the face. And so it's a correction that you can do with young athletes, and they don't even realize that they're doing it. They were running like this, and now all of a sudden they're running like this just because you've got 2 things that could jab them in the eye if they don't. And if you train that repetitively over time, then that becomes the new normal. So you might just want to do that as a part of a warm-up, just to train that function. The other thing that I've done with athletes, when you're saying they're pushing through water or they're doing some sort of thing like this, that's what they're doing. So they're like this. So we call these fairy arms. So we've got these arms moving around. And again, what you want to do is you want to probably put something into their hands. And get them sitting down on the ground and just focusing on punching the elbow back. So sometimes even with athletes, what I've done is I've stood behind and I've just put my hands up like focus pads in boxing, and I've said to them, just punch your elbow back into my arm. So I want them to drive back as though they're hitting me as hard as they can, just so that you're getting a new normal. And all you need to do is just do this sporadically. You'd be surprised at how quickly the nervous system will pick up a new movement pattern, and then we'll lock into it. So just a little bit of perseverance, I think.
Okay.
I won't quickly answer this question. Laura, you said, is the same action for endurance running? Endurance running is a little bit more relaxed. So in sprint speed, it's a really strong drive. In endurance running, it's much more relaxed and the movement pattern is smaller. Except for then if you have got athletes coming at you and you need to make a sprint for the finish, then you open up those arms.
So